Good morning, children. Saira. So, welcome to the next session. So, in the previous session, we have seen exercise 1.3 sums and exercise 2.1 sums. So, in this chapter, we are going to see sums from exercise 2.2. Okay, children. So, this chapter is whole numbers. As we have seen, the previous exercises which depicts the comparison of numbers, predecessors, successors, etc. In this sums, we are going to see the properties of whole numbers. Okay, let us see the first sum, that is find the sum by the suitable rearrangement. Okay, so the first sum is 837 plus 208 plus 363. So when you are going to add this sum in a much easier way, just take the first two, that is the first numbers that are present. Okay, 837 and 363, when you add, you get 1200. Okay, so in either or ways you can do. You can either do it like 837 plus 208 and then you can add 363, or else you can do it like this. Okay, all the three different possibilities will give you the same answer, but when you are going to do it like this, it will not take much time. Okay, children, so first you are going to take 837 plus 363. So when you are adding, you get 1200, and 1200 plus 208 will give you 1408. Okay, so the next sum we will see 1962 plus 453 plus 1538 plus 647. So when you're taking the 4-digit numbers on the one side and the 2-digit numbers on the other side and add, so you take the 4-digit number on one side and 3-digit numbers on the other side. So 1962 plus 38 will give you 3500. Yes. Next, 453 plus 647 will give you 1100. When you are going to add these two numbers, you are going to get 4600. So did you understand how to do these sums? It is just simple addition sums, whereas you can do it on either or ways to find the answer in a very simple and a quick way. Now next one, find the product by suitable rearrangement. Now let us take the first sum, 2 into 1768 plus 50. So how can we rearrange them to find the answer in a much easy way? So let us take 2 into 50 first. So 2 into 50, as we know, it is 100. When you multiply any number in terms of 100, it will give you the answer very, very quickly. Yes or no? When you are going to multiply them, let us see 1768 into 100. So in your lower classes, you would have seen how to multiply with the numbers having zeros, that is thousand, hundreds, tens, etc. You just have to add the two zeros with the relevant numbers here. So the answer will become 1000. It will not become 1000, it will become lakh instead. So 1,76,800 will be the answer. So did you know how to do this? It is very, very easy. So the next sum, when we are taking 4 into 166 into 25, 4 into 166 into 25. So 25 into 4, as you know, it is 100. I told you, right? When you add, when you multiply any number in terms of 100, it will take not much time to finish the sum. So just multiply 25 into 4, that will give you 100. So 100 into 166 will give you 1 No, 16,600. So the answer will be 16,600. Okay children, similarly you have to do all the other sums, right? So next we will move on to find the value of the following. So next we will find the value of the following. First we have 297 into 17 plus 297 into 3. So what we have in common here is 297 is common on the both sides. So take out the common number, that is 297, on towards your left and then followed by multiplication sign, then 17 plus 13. Now you have to add 17 plus 13. So what will give? 17 plus 3 will give you 20. Now you multiply 297 into 20. That will give you 5. So that will give you 5,940. So did you understand children? It is very easy here. Just find out what is common, take it towards your right, then remaining numbers you do the addition and find out the sum. Okay, so B sum let us do. So 5, it is 54,279 into 92 plus 8 into 54,279. So let us see what is common here. The common number is 54,279 into 92 plus 8. So what gives you 92 plus 8 will give you 100, right? So I told you, any number when you multiply in terms of zeros, it will be easy. So when you are multiplying it into 100, it will just follow 2 zeros onto the given number. So it will become 54,27,900. Okay. Similarly, you are going to do the sums to find out the answers. Next, let us find the product using the suitable properties. Okay, so as you have learned many properties in whole numbers, you are going to use a few properties to solve these sums. Right, children? So let us take the first sum, that is 738 into 103. So how are you going to do this sum? Just take 738 towards your left hand side, followed by into product symbol, and 103 you can split it at right as 100 plus 3. Okay, using the distributive property, you are going to just expand this term, that is A into B plus A into C. Okay, now 738 into 100 738 into 100 plus 738 into 3. So it's easy to find 738 into 100. Just add 2 zeros to that, you get 73,800, and 738 into 3 will give you 2,214. Now the answer will be 76,014. Okay children. So next sum, 854 into 102. So this is also using the distributive property. You are going to split 100 in terms of 100 plus 2 and keep 834 on the left hand side. So when you are splitting and writing it using the distributive property, you get 854 into 100 and 854 into 2. Now it's easy to find out 854 into 100, which gives you 85,400 plus 1,708, that is 854 into 2. Now when you are adding the sums, you get 87,108. So did you understand how to use the distributive property to find out the answers? Yes? Okay. So next we go on to the next sum. A taxi driver filled his car petrol tank with 40 liters of petrol on Monday. The next day he filled the tank with 50 liters of petrol. If the petrol cost rupees 44 per liter, how much did he spend on petrol? So first write down the statements. It is the quantity of petrol filled on Monday is 40 liters and the quantity of petrol filled on Tuesday is 50 liters. So what will be the quantity total? 40 into 50. 40 plus 50. So you write it. The total quantity filled is 40 plus 50. Now to find out the total money spent, you just have to multiply it into 44. So which will give you 44 into 40 plus 50. So 40 plus 50 will give you 90 and 44 into 90 will give you the answer, which is 3,960 rupees. So did you find out how to do the sum? Yes, easy, very easy sum. Now let us see the sixth sum. A vendor supplies. So this sum is also similar to the previous sum, so you can do it by yourself, I guess. So can you see here, the total cost per liter is 15 rupees and the milk supplied in the morning is 32 and the milk supplied in the evening is 62 liters. So the answer will be 15 into 100, which will give you 1500. So as we've seen in the previous sum, this sum also comes the same way. So now we move on to the exercise 2.3. Which of the following will not represent 0? So 1 plus 0 will give you 1, which does not represent a 0. 0 into 0, any number which is multiplied by 0 will give you 0, hence it is representing 0. Next we have the C sum. 0 divided by 2 will give you 0. As you know, any number divided by 0 will give you 0. So it represents 0. 10 minus 10 by 0 will give you 0 as well, because 10 minus 10 will give you 0. So 0 multiplied by any number will give you 0. So the next sum. If the product of two whole numbers is 0, can we say that one or both of them will be 0? Justify through examples. So what they are saying is, if any two numbers when multiplied is the answer is 0, then can we say that any one number will be 0 there? Justify the answer. So let us take two examples. 0 into 2 is equal to 0 and 17 into 0 will give you 0. Yes, of course, 0 when you multiply it by 2 will give you 0 and 17 when you multiply it with 0 will also give you 0. So if the product of two whole numbers is 0, then both of them may be 0 is the answer. Fine. So the next sum. If the product of two whole numbers is 1, can we say that both of them will be 1? Justify through examples. Yes. So if the number, when you multiply two numbers, you get the answer as 1, can we say that both the numbers will be 1 or any one number will be 1? So I think when you multiply 1 into 1, then only you will get the answer as 1. Okay? Or else, if you have any other number multiplied to 1, the answer will be the same number. Is it or not? So 1 into 1 will give you 1 and 1 into 6 will give you 6, which is that number. So clearly the product of two whole numbers will be 1 in the situation when both numbers are multiplied are 1. Okay. So next sum we are going to use the distributive property. So find out the solutions. I am going to do the first sum alone so that you can do the other sums when you're practicing. So 728 into 101. So split and write 101 as 100 plus 1. Just do this. 728 into 100 plus 728 plus 1. Sorry, into 1. So you know both the numbers are easy. right? 728 into 100 will give you 72,800, and 728 into 1 will give you 728, and the answer will be 73,528. So similarly you can do these sums easily. So next, study the pattern. This is a very very important sum. So you can study the pattern and have the solution. So first thing, 1 into 8 plus 1 is equal to 9, and again 1, 2, 3, 4 into 8 plus 4 will give you 9,876. So in the similar ways you can do this. So let us see how this pattern works. So they have also given a hint here. There is 1000. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 plus 1, 1, 1, 1, 1 plus. So it keeps on decreasing until you get 1, and the answer will be in terms of the reciprocal of the numbers from 9 to 1. So let's see how this pattern works. So let us take the number 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 into 8, followed by 1, 1, 1 plus 1, 1, 1, 1 plus 1, 1, 1, 1 plus 1, 1, 1 plus 1, 1 plus 1, 1. So I am telling in terms of 1 so that you will understand that there are 6 ones here, 5 ones here, 4 ones here, 3 ones here, 2 ones here, and 1 1 here. So when you are multiplying this into 8, you get the number as 6 8s here, 5 8s here, 4 8s here, 3 8s here, 2 8s here, and 1 8s here. So when you are going to add all this sum, you get 9 8 7 6 5, 9 8 7 6 4 and 8. So like this you get the answer using the pattern. So this is what the sum says. So we have completed our revision. I hope all of you have understood all the sums, and please work it out. Your maths exam is going to be a challenge for you. So face the challenge, learn it, write and see. If you have any doubts, please let me know. Okay? Stay safe, be at home, use the best use of the time that's given to you. Okay? Learn well, children. Take care. Meet you in the next session.